Starters about to pull the lever, and they sent on their journey. SHINGWEDZI's just dropping out in the back of the field along with Sounds of Tigers. Educated's right there, holding position from a good inside draw. There goes Jet Flow around them. Let's see Dylan's Promise where she's going to race. She's up third in the early stages. Star Jet, there's absolutely no pace on into that turn. Ash Cloud's looking to get a length closer. Ella Bella's racing between runners, only 3 lengths in it. You just get the feel that Dylan's Promise is going to press around and look to pick up the gallop as they swing onto the backstretch with just on 1900 metres left to go. Zafira's in the pink silks and racing about 7 lengths off the leaders as they go onto that backstretch with just on 1800 to go, and the course specialist Dylan's Promise now stretches in front. She goes 3 parts of a length clear. Jet Flow's racing second. Ash Cloud, red body in the black cap, is third. Educated fourth. The grey Ella Bella midway back in 5th position. Star Jet to the inside, the all blue. Then we find a Matikaya, Sounds of Tigers. Zafira in the pink silks is second to last, and SHINGWEDZI drops anchor to trail 10 lengths first to last. 1400 metres to go, and that's Dylan's Promise painting the picture in front by a length and a quarter. Blinkered Jet Flow towards the inside. Ash Cloud has the shadow roll. Black cap. Ella Bella's the grey. Educated's on the inside. Star Jet, Matikaya. They're racing about 5-6 lengths off the leader. Then we drop a further length in behind these runners. Sounds of Tigers. Zafira second to last. And SHINGWEDZI is still the trailer. Dylan's Promise trying to go from barrier to box, defends her crown by 2. She's going to start hastening up. Last year she bolted away. She came to the extreme outside. Let's see if she comes right to that outside rail. Ash Cloud second. Jet Flow loses a bit of ground to the inside. Ella Bella's now getting closer. Educated Matikaya. Star Jet Zafira's just off the bridle. As expected, Dylan's Promise makes a beeline for the stand side. Clears away by 2. Ash Cloud now comes out the pack to put on pressure. Ella Bella towards the inside. Zafira's got 4-5 lengths to make up. Dylan's Promise as they come to the 300. She's the one to overhaul. Ash Cloud's now putting in a big run alongside. There's a neck in it. Matikaya. Dylan's Promise is digging down with 200 to go. And Dylan's Promise has a half a length on Ash Cloud, who's looking to drive home Matikaya. But Dylan's Promise repelling all challenges out here. And Dylan's Promise not for the catching. Ash Cloud second. SHINGWEDZI ran on well. Star Jet behind these and Matikaya, Ella Bella. All 8 of her victories here. Dylan's Promise, Betting World Oaks, Grade 2, Never Lay Down and Die, Dylan's Promise. Ash Cloud looked to challenge coming to the 2 and 300, but Dylan's Promise, she pulls out more and she fires all the way to the wire. Dylan's Promise wins a good contest out here. Ash Cloud second. SHINGWEDZI gets going on late for third. Star Jet and Matikaya behind these runners. Then came Ella Bella, but the victory is for Dylan's Promise. Zafira further back in the running. Educated, Jet Flow, and Sounds of Tigers. Once again, she made her move right up the outside and she continues to fight on. Ash Cloud got to within a half a length of her, but Anton Marcus, he pulls more out on Dylan's Promise, and the daughter of Dylan Thomas, 8-time winner, all 8 at the course, and certainly she goes all the way, barrier to box just about from the backstretch, and she finds a lot more inside that last 100 metres. Here's the game, Dylan's Promise to the winner's enclosure.
Well, we just seen the running of the second of our features, the Betting World Oaks Grade 2, over 2,500 meters, and this must be a first in history. Dylan's Promise winning the Oaks 2 years in a row. Last year she won it, of course, against our own age group, 2,500 this year, and she's come through to win and win well. And I must say, under a masterful ride by jockey Anton Marcus, who was always going to be racing up handy. And when they race up handy, Anton, it's all about judging the pace, keeping a bit in hand, and you rode this filly to perfection.
Alesh, firstly, I think, out of all of us, I think the filly deserves the most credit, number one. Secondly, I would have put him first if it wasn't for the filly. Charles, as soon as the conditions of this race were changed, Charles mentioned to me, this is her game. That's what he's setting up for. And it was actually, it was more than just a win. It was actually, I'd like to say it was executed with military precision, even though it was only a Group 2, you know. and a nicer bunch of guys, and Alesh and Mayesh. They put so much into the game. I guess would have been a lot happier if it was a Group 1.
Now you sitting on top, and Charlie mentioned in an interview that she'll go 2 miles as filly, and she may even take a place in the Gold Cup.
I'm not going to pass a comment on that. That's not my place. I'm not qualified to make I'm not qualified to make those decisions. The boss is, you know. But whatever he does, I'm sure it'll be the right thing to do.
How was your mood turning into the straight?
My mood was good.
She's a decent filly, Anton.
You know, I can honestly say she's almost the female version of a JPEG. If I can draw an analogy to any other horse that I've ridden, you know, that's her. Well
done, Anton. Your winning memento from the CEO of Betting World, and assisted by Director of Gold Circle, Mr. Neil Butcher. Thanks to Moses MADONNA, and of course Neil Butcher coming down and assisting us with the winning presentation. Next up, the winning trainer. And Charlie, let's come through, let's have a chat. You know, Anton just mentioning that military precision, he said, and you executed it to the T.
Yeah, we did D's, but I said to Mayesh and Alesh, you know, when she raced as a 2-year-old, I said, don't expect much from her. She's only really going to get into her own when she's 4 and 5. And I really believe it. I think every time she races now, she just gets better and better. And it was quite exciting. As a purist, I wasn't excited about the change of the Oaks and the Derby.
Sure.
But on a selfish note, I couldn't believe 7 at 2. I was stealing money.
Yeah, when the conditions of this race changed, you know, Anton mentioned this was going to be a mission.
Absolutely, and she had exactly the same prep as she did last year. She ran 2 lengths off against the best 7 furlong horses around, and she did the same last year, and it's come through. Well done to all. I mean, she's been a great filly. She's never given us a day's problem. She's just a star.
You got a few races in mind. You touched on maybe the Gold Cup.
Yeah, we're here to enjoy it today, and let's go away and we'll talk to the guys, and we go from here.
Charlie, you had a supremely fit in the manner in which she had to get the job done. She had to be a fit filly, and spot on to you. Well done to yourself and your team.
Thank you very much.
Lovely. Winning trainer Charles Laird receiving his memento from CEO of Betting World, Mr. Moses MADONNA. Now, my good mates, Alesh Naidu, Mahesh Chetty are here on course, and let's not forget Mrs. Salzone. Alesh, you know, Charlie was confident, but you did not want to know, and you sent me SMSs. You mentioned give it to the public, and you were spot on.
Yeah, no, I want to say firstly, well done to Charles Laird. When this race, the Hawks was only for 3-year-olds, when it was changed to 4 and 5-year-olds, Charles phoned me straight away and said, listen, Alesh, you can write your name in the book again. She'll win it. And he was confident she walked like a bomb. And well done to Anton Marcus for the top ride. Well done to Daryl, the assistant trainer. Well done to my family. Well done to my partners. And I want to dedicate this win to my dad on Father's Day.
Talking about Father's Day, what a lovely present for you now. You've put a lot of money, you know, Anton mentioned it, Joseph and Mayesh, big supporters of this industry, and this filly has rewarded you well, Alesh.
She's top class. She's so small, but she's got a big heart.
You always knew she was going to go to the front, and she was never going to be a caught. Any heart-stopping moments in the straight, or you said, let's go and count the cash?
No, count the cash is best.
Count the cash. Maya comes through. You know, you in partnership with Alesh with a few horses now, and you enjoying it?
Definitely. He's a good guy to race with. And saying that, I must say, as the public says, he's a master rider. That's Anton. And great planning by Charles. And the filly is an excellent stare.
That's what I wanted to talk about. You know, when you get the confidence from a trainer and he says, you know, this filly is going to be hard to beat, it must be enjoyable to go into that parade ring as confident that you guys were.
100% D's. Charles gave us a lot of confidence last week how the horses worked, and we knew we were going to get a good ride out of this.
Well, what a Father's Day present for both you guys.
Lovely. Thanks, D's.
What about Mrs. Salzone?
Well, I'll say well done to it also.
Well, guys, enjoy it. You got the Fenter trailer to collect the cash, Alesh?
Definitely.
Well done to the guys here. That's the winning memento. The winning memento from a CEO of a Betting World, Mr. Moses MADONNA. Well done to my good mates, Mahesh Chetty, Alesh Naidu, and of course, Mrs. Salzone. And the gentleman that takes care of Dylan's province, his name is Mia Sojobo. Mia, you've done a wonderful job with this filly. Congratulations to Mia from the Charles Laird stable. And thanks again to Director of Gold Circle, Mr. Neil Butcher, Mr. Moses Madonna, the CEO of Betting World, coming down and assisting us with the wedding presentation of the Betting World Oaks, a grade 2. And for the second year in a row, it goes to trainer Charles Laird and his patrons with jockey Anton Marcus. Number 3, Dylan's Promise.